Right, so my stupid ass is back doing videos where I read off a script because I don't have the foresight to think it would be a bad idea since I'm dyslexic. So please excuse the fact that I commentate like a 5-year-old autist. Anyway, so I decided to make this video to stop myself from bringing this up again in videos because it seems like every time I make a Murdertones video, I talk about the ships. So this will be my last time talking about the ships until episode 5 comes along and we get some new official info. So if you somehow haven't clocked on, I'm talking about the two most popular ships in the fanbase, NX Uzi and NXV. I'll be answering some frequently asked questions with a mix of facts, opinions, and some filthy humour as always, so sit back and relax. Which of these ships is going to become canon? Well, personally I think it's almost certainly NN Uzi, especially based on what happened in the last episode and episode 3. Uzi is definitely growing very fond of N indeed, and it seems pretty mutual to me. But what seals the fact that N and Uzi may end up as canon is the fact that this is no longer just subtle hints anymore. Uzi is even showing a more soft and emotional side to herself to N that she's not seen showing to anyone else in the series, as well as N being the only one in the series who really cares for Uzi and is always there for her, even when falling from the sky. Another point I want to bring up on this segment is N's crush on V that he mentioned in the pilot. There is no way in hell N is still crushing on V, not after Uzi has opened his eyes to how V and J were treating him. N has definitely gotten a little more aware of how people treat him since the pilot, and I don't think he sees any good in V anymore. I think this comment here sums it up pretty well though. Is Uzi X N canon? No, but also likely not yet. It most likely will be confirmed whether or not they are in love in the next episode, but is looking extremely likely. But one thing you all got to remember is that this whole show is written by Liam Vickers, and that guy makes no sense at the best of times, in a good way. So for all I or anyone knows, until about late May-ish, this could all be just to mess with crazy shippers. I can almost guarantee you that if this ship becomes fully canon, the writers will not have it get in the way of the plot, and after they had their little moment about it, the most you'll ever see in certain scenes in the future is they may be holding hands or call each other like honey or something. Just little details in the animation that don't actually affect anything in the story. This relationship could also be very similar to the relationship between Melanie and Axel in the SMG4 series, where they might not even confess their feelings until they're saying goodbye to each other for the last time. You can take that with a grain of salt though, because they are thinking of doing a season 2, and if they're going to do that, they kind of need all of the protagonists, so... I will just say it now for the millionth time to get it out of the way. I don't mind shipping. Ship whoever you want, but don't be toxic to other ships, and don't try to shove your ship down my throat, because I don't want to choke. I'm not personally someone who ship characters, but I don't hate those who do. In fact, I quite like some of the art that I see on Twitter which involves ships. Anyway, on that note, I'd like to direct you to my Discord server where we have the 3 Bs: beer, banter, and a couple of boxes. Don't bother following me on Twitter though, I don't really do anything on there other than complain. And subscribe to my channel, I'll show you my sickest hell railgun that super works.